welcome back. Welcome back to another episode. Joining me on a really nice and beautiful day this time. No cloudy weather, no crazy looking rain coming. And if you haven't noticed already from the last video, this is my first recording on the all-new GoPro Mission 1 Pro. And man, oh man, I got a lot to talk about this little camera. Or should I say, this big chunky camera. But so far, I am loving it. I am loving this camera. So this video is going to be a little short because it's kind of my little trial in the new GoPro camera. Like, I want to make sure I get my settings right. It's been a little bit of an adventure trying to figure out how to actually get this to run properly. And through this video, hopefully, it works good. So, right from the get-go, the Mission 1 Pro is a chunky beast, okay? It is a chunky beast. So, I am currently running it without the media mod. I've had to change my microphone, which I hope, and this is the most important thing to me, I hope is actually recording audio. And let me tell you something, this is actually the second time I'm trying out this camera. I had to wait a whole entire week to be able to have the chance to try it out again. Because on my last recording, I thought I wasn't recording audio properly, but here's the thing, I guess I was the whole time, I just didn't know that the new Mission 1 Pro, it records 2 different audio tracks. So it actually records through the GoPro microphones, and it actually records from the USB or the adapter microphone. I didn't know there were 2 different tracks. So after I had recorded the first time, and I put it on the program for editing, I ended up erasing it because I thought I didn't record audio, but then I did another trial, and then it's like, oh, there's 2 different tracks. So that was a big whoopsie on my part. Man, oh man, the biggest changes for me, honestly, is the fact that now I can just put the adapter on the helmet, slap the camera on, and I'm good to go. Because I'm using the magnetic mount, I actually angled that magnetic mount and I tightened it to the actual angle that I want to record in. So I don't have to no longer put the GoPro on, measure the helmet, measure the angle, record it on the program itself, and then make sure I get the proper angle and then tighten it. Like, I don't have to do that anymore. Like, I love the simplicity of this thing now. So the second biggest thing for me is the menu. The way everything is now, I wouldn't say necessarily easier, it's almost the same exactly as prior GoPro. So the menu navigation for me is not too bad, but I like how everything is like quicker. So it must be the onboard processor now. I'm able to just go through the menu like pretty quick. I don't have to like, figure it out and stuff because it's already a very familiar navigation menu. So not bad, GoPro. The third biggest thing for me is honestly, and this is something minor, the microphone. So for some reason, this GoPro has this big thing where microphone adapters, like USB-C to 3.5mm like jacks, it is so picky, it's so finicky. So for me, the one thing that I tried and I'm trying right now is that I actually bought a new lavalier microphone that is USB-C now. So with that being said, it should be working, but that's where we're gonna have to try it out later because I was so used to my DJI lavalier mic that it recorded in such crisp quality that I'm just hoping that this one will also do the job. I looked it up, it's a pretty big company. Before I put anything out about it, I want to try it. I don't want to recommend something that I don't even want to use. And the other thing too is that the MD filters, I currently don't have one on right now. So my current settings are modified, of course. But for the most part, color-wise, it is as natural as possible. So I want to show like the color quality of this GoPro because the bitrate I actually put it at max. compared to my GoPro Hero 10, the bit rate, it was from like regular to high. Now this one's regular, high, max, which let's see how much better it can capture the colors. So I want to just record this first video with no ND filter, no adjustments at all, even though I never really color grade my videos at all. But I usually tend to use an ND filter. The other thing with this GoPro is that since it has a variable ISO rate, you can set it to specific windows, which yes, you could do it on prior GoPros, but on this one there's like a bigger window, especially at nighttime recording, which I will be trying that later on, and I'm super excited to do that. So, the biggest things for me right now is making sure I record audio right. Hopefully it does. And I'm hoping that at least with this new GoPro, because I have heard people having issues where it shuts off on them, the recording is not good, it keeps having these little bugs. I'm hoping, just like my Hero 10, I am not one of those people getting caught in those bugs. Because the same thing was being said about I'm talking about the Mission 1 Pro. The same thing was said about the GoPro Hero 10, and in my experience, I never really had anything negative. The only problem I ever had was the overheating of the battery. So with that, you know, the camera shuts off, and then yeah, it sucks. But on this one, I've seen videos where like people are testing it for overheating, and it doesn't overheat as fast, which for me, it's a big, big plus.
And we are not done with this video, because after analyzing the audio on that, if you guys haven't seen it already, checked it out already, heard it already, it sounds horrendous. So welcome to the surprise, because now we are going to try the all-new wireless mic complete kit from GoPro. So I'm gonna make this brief because it has made today a lot longer. A lot longer than what it's supposed to be. And with that, I mean, let's see. Once again, we have the glue. Can't forget that friendly, user-friendly glue. Of course, the more glue, the better. So that's a big plus. Let's get this out of here. Of course, we got our instructions, user guide, and we have the unit itself. So coming straight from GoPro, I am gonna say right away, I do like this little bag. That is pretty freaking cool. Oh goodness. And of course, what do we have here? Oh, you know, a lot of people are saying that it sucks that you have to take the bag with you and that you can't store these inside. But what else is in here? So we have the dead cats in here. Or cats. Let's just put it like that. For the receivers. And that actually goes tucked in right in here, which is pretty freaking cool. And what else do we have? We have, I imagine this is the USB-C. Yep. USB-C to C. And we have our 3.5 to 3.5 TRS signal wire. So let me go ahead and just put it all back in here because we're not here for this. We are here for one thing and one thing only. And by the way, once again, like the fact that it comes already packaged in here and all you have to do is literally just slide this right in. I still don't understand why people are complaining about it. Like, the package is pretty cool, guys. It's not too bad. Because I keep seeing in the reviews like, oh, it sucks that... Oh, goodness. The glue paper. Yeah. I'm just going to put it like that. Glue paper, because this is not regular paper. For some reason, I don't know why, but on their items, like, they're not using, like, paper with like a dab of glue. They're just like dabbing the paper in the glue, and that's what we got. So I don't know, I have no idea why. A little bit of ASMR. And I am not cutting this short. We're going to go through this together because this experience has been so far. Oh my goodness. Here's the packaging. Pretty cool. Yeah. Pretty cool. Kind of small little box. Open it up. Boop. And we seem to have, oh, it already has a charge. Nice. 3 out of 4. And it seems like we have everything we need already. So when you pop these out, these are already going to be blinking green, which is going to be ready for signaling to the transceiver. Which this one's already like, where's the signal? Give me the signal. Let me see. Pop it out. So TX2. So that means it's already connected once it's a solid green light. Which means that this is going to be the TX1. And we have the TX1 green light solid. Nice. How do I know which one's which? That's the question. Is it because it's literally plugged into one side and the other? Actually, you know what? Let's find out. Can it go on the other side? Let's see. So we're going to do that. Let's plug this one out. And TX2. Huh. So I'm going to have to check the serials on them. But it seems like they are relatively tied to the... let me see. Which one's this one here? So we have these. So you have the main one, which is going to be for more professional use. And then, of course, you have the quick one, which is plug and play, ready to go. I do have to test out to see if it could work with the GoPro directly with, because I know it will, with the little side door. So if it does, it is a big, big plus. If it doesn't, then we're going to have to, yeah, no, it doesn't. So we're going to have to make some adjustments and then go from there. It is part of the deal, I guess. Oh, it pushes it out if it's not the right way. So what else does it come with? It comes with magnets. Let's peel these little things off. Oh, cool. They have the GoPro name on them. And it seems like these magnets are ready to go just like that. So we're gonna have to figure out now. Let's take this off. Yeah, just like that. Now we have our connection live. So pressing the button once means that we're gonna have the noise cancellation, and that's a solid white light, which means noise cancellation for any ambient background noise. Hit it one more time. That goes turned off, and it also reflects on your receiver. So let's go ahead and pair this to the GoPro itself. See how that works out. So real quick, we're just gonna take this one out. To put it into Bluetooth mode, we're gonna blink it 3 times, or click it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that didn't do anything. 1, 2, 3. There it is. We're gonna turn it off. And on the GoPro, we're gonna go under connect device. So once we have this, we're gonna click it on, hold it until we have the fast blink. That is pairing mode, and right away, boom. We are now connected. So with that, let's see how now the audio sounds on the helmet. So let's find out. And this is it, guys. Moment of truth.
Are we having finally good audio to play with? After like 4 different USB adapters, 2 different microphones, now we're trying the first wireless microphone, at least on this channel, which is, it just so happens to be the GoPro wireless microphone. So now there's no excuses. And I'm bringing out the Honda CBR 600, which is still on recall, and we still don't have any information about what's gonna happen to this thing. With 10,000 miles, brand new brakes, and nobody told me that apparently you have to service the buttons or the bobbins. So I've never done it before. This is the first time I've ever done it in a year / almost 11,000 miles, guys. So with that being said, there's no excuses anymore. We are now playing Bluetooth off the GoPro receiver into the Mission 1 Pro. So I will be testing this in post, see how it sounds. Hopefully we're good to go, because I've literally spent this whole entire video, is actually the whole entire day, of me trying to figure it out once and for all. I don't want to prolong this anymore. So with that being said, I will catch you guys on the next one. Comment down below, let me know. I'm pretty sure at the beginning, of course, it sounded like absolute garbage, which it did. And hopefully this fix is finally the solution to this whole issue for this GoPro Mission 1 Pro. So let me know down in the comments, what do you think? Hit that like button, subscribe. Let's do this, guys. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.